Hey everyone, it's Brandon with Concealed Nation. Today we're going to take a look at another micro-compact handgun for concealed carry that is taking the industry by storm. This is probably the hottest category out there and the fastest growing category for sure. So today we're going to look at the brand new Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield Plus. So what they did with this is the M&P Shield has been around for a while. Extremely popular handgun for concealed carry. Very reliable. A lot of people trust it. A lot of people carry it. So to compete with the Sig P365, the Hellcat, those types of handguns that have come out on the market in more recent years, this is what Smith & Wesson has come out with. So it's a micro compact, like I said. It has a 13+1 magazine. So you get this small handgun, slim form factor, and we were waiting for something like this. I have not carried a Shield before, but I know how popular they are. I know how awesome they are. And this one has been a huge hit. It's only been out for about a month so far. Now just going around here, we're going to take a look. The first thing that you're going to notice is that flat trigger. And this trigger it's one of my favorites. I really like how they did it. It's crisp. It has a pretty nice break. Let's just show that this is clear. So we can take a look at this. You can listen to this real quick here. Now Smith & Wesson is a little more generous than some of the other manufacturers. Not all of them, but they do a good job with providing you 2 of the 13-round magazines and then 1 of the 11-round magazines. So you're going to get 3 in the box with the gun when you buy it. So moving on from the trigger, one of the other big things with this is the grip texture. So I don't like a particularly aggressive texture, but I do like something that's going to give me some grip on my palm, especially in these fingers down here. I'm in Florida. I have sweaty hands, and so if I'm shooting a lot and the grip is slippery, then it causes a problem for me. So this one is pretty close to perfect in my eyes. So it is a somewhat aggressive texture when you feel it. It's kind of like a coarse sandpaper, and I thought initially this is going to be a pain in the butt to shoot and it's going to hurt my hand, but it doesn't. So it's very comfortable. It gives just enough grip where my hand is not sliding around when it starts to get sweaty. So overall, it's awesome. I would have liked to see it extend up here a little bit. It's not, that's just a personal preference, obviously not a requirement, but they did a really good job with the grip on this gun. Now, just like the M&P Shield 2.0, there's these wavy serrations here on the rear, and then there's a little bit of them up front, just on the bottom here. So I was thinking about that, and I'm like, when I pull the front part, I'm usually going like this, and that's the only part that I'm really putting a lot of pressure on. So that's a really good spot for that. So now with this, you can get, there are a bunch of different options. It basically boils down to sights and the manual safety. So there is no manual safety on this one because I opted not to get a manual safety. So you have models with or without manual safety. And then you have your choice of sights. There are night sights, which I have on here. Get this to focus. There we go. So we have night sights, which I have on here. Those are what I chose. Or you can choose the white dot sights. So those are pretty much the options. They also have a 10-round skew for people in places like New York and California and whoever else has restrictions on mag capacity. Magazine release here, if you see on the other side, is ambidextrous, so left-handed shooters rejoice. You are able to swap that out. Takedown and all that stuff is still going to be on the left side, preferred for right-hand shooters, or at least that's my thought on the left-handed. But so all that stays the same, but you do have an ambidextrous slide release. Now this gun is 20 ounces. It's light, it's sleek, okay? So this is going to be, and is, very comfortable to carry. Just to give you a comparison, let me grab a Hellcat and I can show you how the two look side by side. Now, you can only do just so much with the slim factor of a handgun, but so if you can tell the difference here, so we have the Hellcat over here and then the M&P Shield. Are you going to notice anything? No, probably not. One of the other things that I call a feature on this gun is the ability to take it down without pulling the trigger. So they have a whole worked up system here where you're not required to pull the trigger with takedown. Of course, we should always know when the handgun is loaded, when it's not loaded, and whatnot, but I've seen a bunch of negligent discharges, at least heard stories about them, when people are cleaning their gun and they're taking it down and bang. They have to pull the trigger in order to take the gun down and then, you know, end up firing a round off. Not the gun's fault, definitely the person who is handling the gun's fault, but still, this system negates that negligent, you know, happenings. So good on them for doing that. I appreciate that type of implementation. So that is about it for the Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield Plus. 13+1 rounds, awesome concealability, nice slim form factor. Now the MSRP on this particular one is $623. So the price bump up is because of the night sights. Every other SKU out there, to my knowledge that I've found, has an MSRP of $553. So it's an awesome price for a really cool gun, and these are flying off the shelves fast. Especially if you're an M&P Shield fan, you're not going to go wrong with this. You're going to love it immediately. So be sure to check this out. You can go to Smith & Wesson's website. They have all the info there. Call your local dealer, see if they have them in stock. My local gun shop had a couple of them in stock, or one in stock, but he said that people were really pleased with it and have been picking them up. So thank you so much for checking out this review. We will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, all of those places. Subscribe, you know, whatever all the hip YouTubers and all that stuff say. We'll see you guys in the next one.